welcome to the channel. We keeping it tight, hockey cards, backs, and the hits in the night. We breaking them open, see what's inside. Big money moves, let's take this ride. Big hits on the ice, big hits in the pack. Stacking up the cards, no looking back. Rare collections, watch the value rise. Money in the game, see the future in our eyes. Hockey on the ice, cards in my hand. Breaks going down, yeah, that's the plan. Big hits, big stacks, we going all in. Hit that subscribe, let the journey begin. From the rake to the breaks, we bring in the heat. Packs full of fire, no way to defeat. Money in collection, we stack them up right. Welcome to the channel, let's make it ignite. Yeah.
Welcome to Maritime Sports Cards. This is break number 158. And I have to say, I'm a little conflicted. My team is playing tonight, but yet here we are. We got to do the break. The show must go on. Welcome, everybody. If you are watching here live, do say hello in chat. It is nice to see who is following along. And yeah, like I said, selfishly, I was like, man, if the break doesn't sell out tonight, then I could push it to tomorrow night and I could watch the game tonight. And then you guys are all just too good. You sold it out. Break's happening tonight. Thank you for that. And yeah, huge game for my Toronto Maple Leafs. Condolences to the Montreal Canadiens. I really hope they would have come back and pushed Ottawa to the brink. Or sorry, not Ottawa, Washington to the brink. The more Canadian teams in the mix for the Stanley Cup, the better. So I was actually deeply saddened to see Montreal not move on. Although I think we all knew it was a bit of a long shot, especially after their goaltender got hurt. That was too bad to see. All right, so without further ado, let's get into our randomization of our teams and participants. So the way that happens is we just pop over to the randomizer here. We've got the list of participants, list of teams, completely randomized in tonight's break. And just before we do that, I'll do the randomizer for the left and right. That is for any cards that happen to have a team on the left and on the right. Whichever comes up here, I'll just randomize one time. It'll be the team on the right. So if Pittsburgh is on the right, Washington's on the left, whoever had Pittsburgh in tonight's break would get that card. Hopefully that makes sense. We have our list of teams here. On the left, I'll randomize that 3 times. So we got 1, 2, and 3. We'll do the same thing to our list of participants. 1, 2, and 3. I'll give you guys a couple seconds to take a look at what's up there. I will also allow for trades. We can do trades right now for the next couple of minutes. And the way that works is you have to have both parties watching live here on YouTube and both parties agree to the trade. I do apologize, but my voice has not fully recovered yet. I'm still on the tail end of that cold that I had actually last break that we did. It just doesn't seem to want to go away. I mean, I feel perfectly fine, but I've got a little tickle in my throat still. So apologies there. Rock says, how was the expo? The expo was absolutely fantastic. If anyone else managed to make it there, I think you know what I'm talking about. It is almost overwhelming, the amount that your eyeballs are trying to absorb when you think about the millions of hockey cards I must have looked at over the course of a couple of days. It was pretty incredible. Friday alone, I put on over 20,000 steps. Thursday, I think I was at about 14,000 steps. And boy, my feet were just killing me at the end of the expo. But outside of that, man, everything was just awesome. The people were great. The vendors were fantastic. You know, normally you go to these things, you expect them to be a little bit hard-nosed and so on. They were all great in terms of being able to deal with. A lot of them were really good to bargain with as well. It was nice. All right, what do we got here for potential trades? Matt McMar says Carolina is available if anyone wants Carolina. Brian's happy with Toronto. He's not trading. He's got Toronto, his team, which is cool. Who else we got here watching tonight? Casey, hello. Good to see you. Paul, Tony as well. Saw Tony at the local card show. Just happened here in Moncton this past weekend. It was good to see Tony. I haven't seen him in a little while. Aubrey as well. Nice to see you. Brian and Rock. So I wouldn't be surprised if we don't have quite as many people watching here tonight, or there'll be people ducking in and out as the game does start. Perfectly normal. We're in the Stanley Cup playoffs. You got a trade-off, right? Do you watch hockey cards? Do you watch the hockey game? Or do you try to do both? Can you watch the game and do this? I can't, but you might be able to. Alex says New York Islanders are up for a possible trade. If anyone's interested in that. Alex, Matt Mick has Carolina. I don't know if you want to trade Carolina for New York Islanders, but that's a possibility. We'll leave the trades up just for a couple more minutes, and then we're going to dive right into the break and get going. Geez, I wish I could do both. It's a little challenging to do a live break, watch chat, and watch a hockey game at the same time. In fact, I have the game turned off. I will wait until this is done. I'll put it on, and hopefully I'll be able to catch the probably second half of the second all the way through the rest of the game. Alex says he'd do Carolina for New York Islanders, so it's right back to Matt Mick. Are you up with that? If you're down with that, then we'll make the trade, Alex and Matt Mick. Now, Matt Mick, please, again, you've probably told me before in past breaks, but you have to also tell me who you are in the break, because I don't have a Matt Mick, but I know you're in here somewhere. So Casey's doing both. He's watching the game break and he's at work. There's some multitasking. Just waiting for a confirmation from Matt McMars bro if he would trade Carolina for New York Islanders. If so, then we'll have a trade, and if not, then we're going to get going here with tonight's break. I do have some really, I think they're pretty good prizes to give away tonight. Hopefully you will as well. The theme tonight will be the remaining Canadian teams in the NHL playoffs. Also, if Mike is here, Mike won this prize pack last week, and I don't have Mike's address. So if Mike H is watching, please do get in touch with me and let me know how I can get your cards to you. Still haven't heard from Matt McMars bro. That's the name in YouTube chat anyway, who said Carolina was available. Which is odd. You would think they're watching live because they did put that in there, unless they got up and went and grabbed a drink, or maybe they're putting the game on. Not sure. Do you see a number of people watching? I do thank you for your support. If you're enjoying the content here, do consider liking the video as well as subscribing. All right, I'm gonna get going with the break. We're gonna put this all up in a graphic format. So just give me 1 second while I copy this all over into picture format. And if Matt Mick does confirm just before, then I can make the change real quick, but otherwise we're going to get going. Okay, so I do not see a confirmed trade, so we are going to get going with that. Perfect. Just going to put the teams up and away we go. All right, so leave the teams up on the screen here for just a moment so you can see the graphic format's a little easier to read than the Excel spreadsheets and so on. Brandon says, first break, we'll met you at the local show. Try to jump my attention back and forth from here to the game. Yeah, no doubt, Brandon. I do appreciate you actually taking the time to jump on and watch. I do know there's some pretty exciting hockey games going on tonight. If I remember correctly, I think there's 3 teams that could get eliminated tonight, which is shocking Actually, what's really shocking is the number of teams that have already been eliminated. I thought more of these series would have gone deeper, but alas, here we are. If you're looking underneath the card cam, you're going to see a Don Cherry rookie card. I picked that bad boy up at the expo. What a beauty. Look at that. Isn't that fantastic? A 1974 O-Pee-Chee Don Cherry rookie in some pretty good shape as well. It's got a little discoloration here and there. The corners are pretty crisp, except maybe this bottom right one's a little round. But hey, it's a Don Cherry rookie. I was really pleased to see that. And I actually went around. I can't even remember how many vendors I talked to and asking, "Do you have a Don Cherry rookie?" And it was on the last day, about 20 minutes before I was about to leave. One of the vendors said, "Hey, man, I know where you can find one of those." And he walked me a few booths down and pointed me to the guy, and away we went. So that was pretty neat. Picked up a ton of Toronto Maple Leaf cards from the kind of the late 80s, early 90s. That's kind of my era that I enjoyed collecting. So I got some stuff for my PC, which was pretty cool. And yeah, fun time overall. All right, let's get the teams in the upper right-hand corner here. We're going to crack on with tonight's break. We do have 7 boxes. Originally, I actually posted 6 boxes. And that's because I thought these 24-25 SP game use were going to be more expensive than they were. I managed to get one heck of a deal at the expo. I won't even tell you how much I paid for these. It was a bargain. Right now, currently retail, they're anywhere from $190 to $200 Canadian plus tax. And so because I got these a little bit cheaper, I could actually work another box in tonight's break. So if you bought a spot earlier in the week and you remembered seeing it as 6 boxes, that's why. When I got these and the price was pretty good, I said, you know, I'm going to check another box in. So I added a box of this year's Series 2. So we have 3 boxes of Series 2, 3 boxes of the brand new SP Game Use released last Wednesday, and 1 box of SPX, which has very quickly become my favorite product of 24-25. I think it's right up there with last year's Allure. Last year's Allure was really great, and I think they've knocked it out of the park with SPX. If you haven't seen it yet, of course, when we do crack into it, you'll have to let me know what you think, but definitely a really good product. So let's get started here. We'll start with Series 2. Of course, looking for a Celebrini or Michkov Young Gun. Those are kind of the big ones. Any sort of variation of, like a deluxe exclusive, a high gloss, a gold 1 of 1. Those would all be pretty sweet as well. And because I'm feeling in a especially good mood tonight, I am going to give all the SPX base away, as well as all of the SP Game Use base. I will send those out. Now, normally I don't send out base cards, simply because there's just too many of them. It costs too much to mail. It doesn't make sense. But I will with those 2 products. Oh, right. One other product I wanted to show you. Not in tonight's break, but I picked up this Leaf Metal Legends Hockey. And apparently it's one sweet product. I've never opened this product, but everyone that I talked to said this is a cool product. It even says right on the top, warning, contents inside box are highly collectible. And what we're chasing here is lots of cool autograph memorabilia. There are 3 autographs per box. I believe there's only 3 cards per box. So we get 3 autos. This one's going to come up in a future break, so keep an eye on that. But I did score one of these at the expo. It had just come out, and I couldn't resist. I had to grab that. Okay, here we go. Tonight's break. Good luck, everyone. Oh, also, it's been a while since I've done this. Please, in chat, if you're following along and you participate in the breaks, let me know who your favorite team is or your favorite player. Often if I have a card kicking around, maybe you didn't do so well in a break, I like to include it in the package to send out to you. So put it in chat. Let me know who your favorite team is, or perhaps who your favorite player. Who do you PC? And I have a list going. And so when I'm putting together the cards to mail out, if I find something that I think would be kind of cool that might interest you, I try to work that in there. I can't always do it. I can't guarantee it'll be in there, but I do my best. All right, here we go, boys and girls. Okay, we got a canvas here of Michelli, a Logan Mailloux portrait, and a Maverick Bork. Welcome aboard. canvas there of Truba. Our first Young Guns renewed, a Quinn Hughes. There's a nice one to get. On a heater, Jack Eichel. And if you've been following the Vancouver media, my goodness, I don't know what that team's doing, but they're talking about Quinn Hughes, and then they're saying, well, Quinn wants to play with his brother or brothers, and that doesn't put the Canucks in a good situation. That whole thing's a bit of a mess. So we got a silver outburst coming up. Tom Wilson, who was an absolute force in the Montreal series. He's a guy that most players or people hate when they're not on their team, but I think everybody would take a Tom Wilson on their team. I know I would. First Young Gun, Matt Steinberg. And then we have an Ooh La La of Gordiev. Get these two sleeved up. Do you want us to avoid saying, you know what, spoilers? I can't really prevent it. You guys are all hockey fans. If you get excited and you happen to give some updates, you know what, go for it. I can't stop you from doing that. It's totally fine. I am not PVRing the game or anything. I'll watch highlights of the first and probably half second, but we'll be able to get to the game for sure. Tony's got the Oilers. Hopefully the Oilers can close it out. I thought they were done. I really did. You know, having to pull their goalie and go with Pickard, and just they were a hot mess, and somehow they've managed to hang in and take a series lead. So hopefully they can close that one out. Young gun there, Patrick Cock. Well, let's say Cock. That's more fun to say. Wrecker McGroarty. What else we got? Jim, sadly this year, Bruins all the way. Love the older Bruins. Yeah, unfortunately the Bruins. That's a rebuild going on for sure. So if you did miss it a little bit earlier, I asked if you follow along with the breaks or you take part in the breaks. Let me know who your favorite team or your favorite player is. If and when I can, I will insert some cards into your packs. There's Cole Perfetti. Young gun there, Braden Point renewed. And an on tour of the Isles. Nick Schmaltz. Bang for your puck there, Pasta. And an Ooh La La of Erson. Do have a look at the bottom of your screen there where it says upcoming card shows. There's some expos that are coming up, and they're not the Toronto Expo, so they're not the exact size, but they're still put on by the same promoter, and should be quite good. There's one coming up in Montreal, one in Edmonton. As well, there's a Saskatchewan, not an expo, but they're modeling it sort of after the expo. There's a Saskatchewan show coming up, and I can't remember if I got that in the ticker or not. It's coming up this fall. It'll be the very first one in the province of this size, so that's kind of cool. Got a Frank Nazar portrait. Oh, we got the teammates. Yep, teammates, Michkov and Fedotov. So we sort of have a Michkov. I do like the teammates. I hope they continue with that in future years. I know some people don't, but I'd rather that than a no-name young gun. So if you are in one of the areas where these expos happen, they're traditionally not all that expensive. Like the Toronto Expo on Thursday was $18, and I think on the Friday was $20. Like, it's not a lot of money, and you could spend all day there. Like, where else could you go spend the whole day for $20? Now, I won't say how much I spent at the expo. It was a lot. You don't have to do that. Leave your wallet at home, or if you're like me, when I go to the casino, I take a set amount with me, and I don't take a bank card or a credit card so that I can't overspend. Probably a good way to go about it at the expo as well. Oh, look at this. Look at this. We have a deluxe. Is this a deluxe? It's blue, so I think it's a deluxe. Yeah, 135 out of 250 checklist with Brady Tkachuk. My goodness, not a fan of his at the moment. But we got the checklist here with Aho and Tkachuk. It usually says deluxe if it's deluxe, and I don't see. Oh, there it is. It says deluxe right there. It's right in the blue banner. There we go. So we hit a deluxe checklist, which is kind of interesting. And a young gun of Kolosov. Oh, and then we have the rat there. Have you seen the tradition they started in Florida after a win? They're actually firing plastic rats at the rat. which is, interesting. And if you've been along long enough and you know the story of the rats, they had rats in the building in Florida when they first started in the league. And one of the players killed one of the rats with a hockey stick. And then, of course, the fans started throwing rats on the ice. And it's now evolved to them shooting plastic rats at Marchand. Hey, Ben, good to see you. And welcome. I think this is Ben's first break with us. So welcome aboard there, Ben. Got Nico Heischer here on a Dazzler. Brock Besser, 2 Vancouver Canucks so far in the Young Guns renewed. And hold on. Did we miss one? There should be 3 inserts. Oh, geez. Nearly missed this Sebastian Aho beauty. We got an exclusive. This one is numbered 61 out of 100. Doubling up on the Aho here. We got the Sebastian Aho Deluxe checklist, which, by the way, is going out to, I think it was the player on the right tonight, so that should go to whoever has the sends. So we got the Deluxe checklist, and we got an exclusives of Aho. What a box. I thought that was weird. There was only 2 inserts. Black and white of Batherson, another Ottawa Senator. Zachary Bolduc on the Speckle portrait. And a Hellebuck who needs to really find his game. How a guy of his talent, going to win the Vezina, likely going to win MVP, and gets pulled from 2 playoff games. And it's a pattern, right? Every year in the playoffs, he seems to he loses it. He's got to find it back. Bang for your puck there, Ovi. And Guns of Mancini. And Quinn Hughes on the playlist. Tons of Ovechkin stuff at the Expo for sure. Also very, very overpriced, but there was lots to look at. Last pack here of box number 1. We have a on tour of Anaheim. We got a Connor Geekie. He's a one of the top young guns that you'd chase in this year's product. Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen. Also have some really exciting news about Extended Series. I'll share that with you in just one moment. All right, so not a bad box there at all. Getting a deluxe, getting an exclusive. Ended up with a Michkov teammates and the Geeky. I mean, those are all top tier. Tom Wilson on the Silver Outburst. Gotta like that. There we go. There's the exclusives. The Carolina Hurricanes, which who was that? Matt McBrose was trying to trade the Carolina Hurricanes. And then I think it was Ottawa. When I did the randomizing at the beginning, I think it was right. I'll double check that, but that should go, I believe, to Ottawa. All right. I did say that I have some news about Extended Series. I don't know if you follow along very much on Facebook. Upper Deck has a Facebook page, and they just put this out, I'm going to say 2 days ago, but this is interesting. In this coming year's Extended Series, so coming up, this summer, or pretty close, they are putting 8 hand-signed, autographed Ovechkin buyback rookie cards in Extended Series. They'll be available in Extended, which is unreal. So the card that you see on the screen there's going to be 8 of those inserted into this year's Extended Series. If you're an Extended Series fan, if you like to collect flagship and you want to collect, the Young Guns and everything else, I would suggest you might want to pre-order that before prices change. I'm not suggesting they're going to change. I have a gut that they might. They only just announced this, and I think the demand for it at release day is going to be probably more than Extended Series of the past, meaning the price will go up after release day. So you might want to get in on that. Again, I'm not a fortune teller. I can't predict the future, but that would be my take, is that Extended may go up after release day. More so than it normally does. So you might want to check that out. All right, let's do a game used. Actually been pretty excited. I've been holding back. I haven't opened any. I got some boxes for myself too. I haven't opened any yet. I wanted to do the first one here live on the break. They changed the format this year. Normally there would be 6 cards in SP Game Used, and this year there's 9 cards. And essentially what they've done is they've added 3 base cards. They're nice looking base cards, but they're base cards. I will send out the base cards from SP Game Used tonight, so all of these cards are getting sent out. So I think people have had some mixed feelings about whether or not they should be messing with it and putting base cards in here, or should they just keep the format the way it was. I'm okay with the base cards. It doesn't take anything away from the product necessarily. I think overall you're still getting some good cards. So we got one thick card there. I'll keep that hidden as best as I can. Of course, the big chase would be the draft day marks of Celebrini or Michkov. There's also some net cords which are pretty cool. So we'll pull off the base cards here. We'll start with those. So that's this year's base cards, which I think look really good. You know, it's a Quentin Byfield. And behind that, we're going to have a DeBrincat. There's the back. They're nice looking cards. They also have written the name of the parallel on the back, which they've been doing with pretty much all their products now. I really appreciate that they're doing that. So there's a base there. We got a DeBrincat base. There's an authentic rookies base, but it's a Callum Ritchie. So there's a rookie base. And then we have a Troy Terry. That is the red base, I believe. Yeah, that's the red. So that's a parallel. And in behind that, we'll have our authentic rookies, Zach Bolduc. So there's a red parallel, so right up there. And this is, I believe, a base, the base authentic rookies. Then we get into the jersey and patch cards. How am I going to do this? Let's get another one decoy here. Hang on. So Ben had Toronto as his favorite in the 80s and 90s. Just getting back into hockey cards, like so many of us, Ben. So welcome back to the hobby. All right, so what do you have here? Authentic rookies, Nolan Allen for Chicago. So a decent sized jersey window. And this is a red parallel as well. So a red jersey parallel. Nice looking card there. And then we have our next jersey, I believe. And this would be Nico Hischier from the Stadium Series. Got a Stadium Series jersey. And then this one might be a patch. Authentic rookies. Looks like maybe Chicago. Yeah, Chicago. Ethan Del Mastro. Oh, and it's auto. Ethan Del Mastro auto. It is a sticker. But he is definitely an up-and-coming rookie. Played really well for Team Canada in the juniors. I suspect once Chicago starts to get that team going together and they pick up some other players at the draft, the offseason, Chicago will start to pull it together. He's a guy to definitely keep an eye on. That's a beauty hit right there. All right, we got a thick card. What do we have? It's not a draft day marks. Number 11. Oh, okay. It's got an Ansei Kopitar. There's a sweet little patch there. Look at that. 3 color. Ansei Kopitar. Short print. 8 out of 25. And it should be game used. Used in an official NHL game. So it is game used. As the product suggests. SP game used. Beauty hit there for LA. Kopitar on the jersey. So overall, I think these are really nice cards. I'm actually quite pleased with that. A beauty hit. So we got the the fabric there of Nico Heischer. That's a Stadium Series Fabrics, our jersey card. We got the Nolan Allen rookie jersey. We got a Bolduc red authentic rookies. We got a red parallel Troy Terry, Callum Ritchie, and a couple of base there. Not a bad box whatsoever. Let's do our first giveaway. All right, so I did say at the beginning we're going to do a number of giveaways tonight, and all of the giveaways are going to be themed around the Canadian teams that are left in the NHL playoffs. So our first one, let's get this one out of the way. Our first one will be the Ottawa Senators. So we got a Brady Tkachuk, O-Pee-Chee Platinum. We got a Tim Stützle from Allure. A Drake Batherson, Parker's Champions. We got a Star Rookies of Ridley Gregg, not my favorite player. And we have a Shane Pinto Glossy Rookies. So we have an Ottawa Senators prize pack going out to our first draw. The way that works is just do exclamation point draw into chat, and you'll get entered in for a chance to win. No purchase necessary. Just got to be watching here live. So if you're not in the break tonight, no problem. Just do the exclamation point to join, and you'll be entered to win. Either nobody likes the Sens or we have a slight delay here because I don't see anyone entered yet. Oh, there we go. We got some entries coming. There we go. So like I said, no purchase necessary. Just got to be watching here live. Just do exclamation point join. Follow along what everyone else is doing in chat, and you'll have a chance to win those Ottawa Senators cards. If you're not in the break tonight and you win, I just need your mailing address. I'll send them out to you. And let's see, we'll do another Series 2 right after this draw. I got super excited now about Extended Series. I mean, Extended I was already looking forward to. Like, that's where we're going to find Celebrini's Canvas Young Gun, so that's cool. And then I'm not sure if they're doing the Young Guns renewed in Extended. I heard they were, so I hope they are. I hope that hasn't changed. But now those Ovies, I mean, there's only 8 of them, but still, like, that's better than in my opinion, it's better than like a gold 1 of 1. I don't know, Connor Geeky. I'd rather get a autoed Ovechkin. I gotta think that autoed Ovechkin's gonna go for, I don't know, it's got to be somewhere north of probably 25 grand. I could be wrong. All right, we'll leave it open for just a couple of more minutes here. Hey, there's Mike. Mike, you're watching. Mike, I have your cards from a previous break that you won a prize pack. Mike, I need your mailing address, so please reach out to me. You can send it to me at info@maritimesportscards.com or go to our Facebook page and message me, whichever works for you. But let me know how to get those cards to you because you did win in a previous break, and I've been hanging on to them for you. All right, we'll give this another 10 seconds or so. All right, no more entries. Our winner is Mick Marsbro. You're going to have to tell me who you are again. I believe you're in the break here tonight, but I don't recognize the nickname, and I know you've probably told it to me before, but if you can let me know, I'll make sure I get those out to you. Congratulations. All right, into our next box. Got lots of giveaways tonight. I went a little bit crazy. Oops. Oh, he's Michael B. Okay, thanks, Mike. Perfect. I think Mike has 3 spots in tonight's break, if I'm not mistaken. All right, on to box number 2 of Series 2. Colton Parayko, Young Guns there, Zuber, and Electricity of Nazem Kadri. There's a poll up and running as well. Kind of curious to see what your thoughts are on who or which Canadian team has the best shot at winning the cup now that we've got 1 eliminated. We still have 4 in play. Oh, we got a pop count 1000 of Zach Dean. Go. Roman Yossi and a Sebastian Aho. That's pop count. Brad Marchand on the canvas. On a heater, Robert Thomas. There's an Oilers card, Zach Hyman. Is the new Utah name really the Mammoth? I don't think they finalized it yet, although they were talking about that. Yeti was the front runner. However, the company Yeti, you know, the ones that make the coolers and the mugs and all that, they went to the team and said, you can't have the Yeti. It'd be copyright infringement. You can't use our name, which I don't understand. That makes no sense. In fact, that would have been a beautiful opportunity to partner, have the Yeti company with the coolers and all that partner with the Utah Yeti. I don't know. For whatever reason, though, I know that the Yeti got dropped. That's no longer a possibility. So they are looking at other names. The Mammoth is one of them. It is looking like that's the front runner. All right, we've got Ben Sherratt on a Silver Outburst. We got Romanov and a Sebastian Aho playlist. And the Mammoth isn't terrible. It's not the greatest name. I think the Yeti would have been perfect. Well, I gotta be honest, when I think of Utah, I don't think of snow. I don't think of, now obviously there is snow there, but I think of the rock formations. I think of, and I don't know how you'd name it after that, but hey, we got a Young Gun canvas of Callum Ritchie. Kaprizov, Young Guns renewed, arguably one of the most underrated players in the NHL today. Seamus Casey. Minnesota Wild doing well. I'm hoping tonight they can even up the series. Owen Zellweger on the canvas. Oh, and Nolan Allen. And a Frank Nazar. A couple of Chicago cards in that pack. Oh, Casey's got some inside info. He said they changed their handle on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it, and maybe hit the publish button a little too soon. So maybe it is the Mammoth then. I know they were the front runner. I got Joseph Wall. Yet to see action in the playoffs. I was a little surprised. I thought they might have went to him for Game 4 just to throw him in, get some action, and see what happens. Rupe Hintz on the Young Guns renewed, and a Victor Hedman, bang for your puck. On tour, Florida Panthers. Noah Phillip on our Young Gun. And a, who's that? Oh, Hacken on Seattle. 4 packs left here in box number 2 of Series 2. Should have another 2 Young Guns. Hey, there's a nice one. Got a fluorescence of Kapanen. He's a rookie fluorescence on a heater, speckled version of Pasta, and a Logan Mailloux on board. I think we had the Mailloux portrait earlier. Digging these fluorescents. I actually saw a set of gold fluorescents, not the whole set, but one of the dealers at the show had a whole bunch of them, and I thought about picking it up. I came close to pulling the trigger. Speckle Ooh La La, Bennington. There we go. Michkov on the young gun. As hoped and predicted. If you remember during the last break, I said we have not hit Michkov yet. Or I didn't believe we had. And there was only 3 boxes, I believe, left in that case. And they were all in tonight's break. So I was hoping we would see him. And there he is. Congratulations to whoever's got Philly. Carlson on the canvas. Heater and Panarin on a playlist. 1 pack left. Should be one more young gun. Winnipeg Jets. Boosie. And Kyle Connor. Winnipeg without Scheifele is going to be interesting. They've announced he will not be traveling with the team for Game 6, so that's not good news. Not good news at all for Winnipeg. All right, good box there. Got a pop count, fluorescence, some decent young guns, and then of course the Michkov, which is what we're chasing. Him and Celebrini. Let's do another giveaway. We'll do giveaway, and then we'll open up another box of game used. Let's reset this draw here. Hang on. Okay, same as before. Just do exclamation point join to be entered into the draw. This time we're going to do a Winnipeg prize pack. So we have Kyle Connor from an SP. We got an Ehlers from Trilogy, a gold Ehlers on Trilogy. A Hellebuck, it's a Tim's card, 10th edition. Got a star rookie, Dylan Sandberg, and then Cole Perfetti on a marquee rookie. So Winnipeg Jets prize pack up for grabs. Exclamation point join to enter. No purchase necessary. If you win and you're not in the break, that's okay. We'll get it out to you. So far, I'm liking SP Game Used. Price point's pretty good too. I know that at the expo, most vendors had them at around that 190 mark, and I think that's pretty good for the product. So I do plan on opening. I've got some of my own. I'll probably open quite a few boxes of it. I do enjoy it. Don't know about the sticker autos. I mean, I wish they weren't stickers, but if they were on card, the price of the box would have been a lot more, I think. All right, we've got a couple more entries. Oh, Matthews on the power play. I like that, considering he's playing with a broken hand. I mean, people giving him the gears because he's not performing in the playoffs, which you know what? Criticism is warranted. He's one of that core 4 that hasn't performed historically. Hasn't got a lot of goals yet this series. I think people underestimate the defensive prowess of Matthews. His two-way game is actually quite impressive for the type of goal scorer he is. And he is playing with a broken hand right now. All right, got no more entries here. The Winnipeg prize pack. Let's give that away. And that one goes out to, no way, Michael again. Congratulations, Michael, doubling up on the prizes so far tonight. Good for you, Michael. Starting his Canadian team collection. All right, let's put the teams back up in the upper right-hand corner and crack into this box here. So I am curious, what do you guys think of the base card addition to this year's SB Game Used? Do you like it? They've added base cards to the product, which is, I think, okay. It's not like they took stuff away to add the base cards. At least I don't think they did. I don't think they cheapened out somewhere else. On the thickness of some of the cards they did, for sure. But the card doesn't have to be thick. It just has to look good. Here's the base. So we have Kupari, and we have a Trocheck base. There's our authentic rookies. This one is a Jackson Blake for the Hurricanes. And then we have a red parallel of Malkin. And then we'll have our authentic rookie of Honzek, Calgary Flames. And that is a red parallel. So we have a red authentic rookies. Not a bad start there. All right. Is that Luke Hughes? It is Luke Hughes. We have a Luke Hughes Stadium Series fabrics. I think these are, it just says used in the Stadium Series. Yeah, so, I mean, that's. And then, what else do we have? We got Montreal Canadian. No, Oilers. We got a Zach Hyman jersey card. There we go. Oh, it's a red parallel as well. So it's a red jersey parallel. Good hit for Edmonton. Okay, we got. Oh, that's really cool. Banner year. Jesper Brett. Although, look at that face. They really should choose their photos a little bit. He looks like he's stoned. Maybe he is. Congratulations, you receive a trading card with a piece of decorative banner certified to the Upper Deck Company as being used by the National Hockey League during events of the 2024 Stadium Series. So it's a banner from the actual Stadium Series. That's kind of interesting. And our last card. Also not a draft day mark. But we do have a Kucherov. Autographed Kucherov. It is a patch, 2-color patch, numbered 4/5. Super short print there from the All-Star game. That's pretty sweet. Premium memorabilia card. What a hit there for Tampa Bay. Wow. And that's actually a pretty nice looking signature. I said not overly digging the sticker, but that's a nice looking auto. Just going to get that in the sleeve here. Nice hit for Tampa. Wow. That's gorgeous. 4/5. So it's a Tampa Bay jersey, but he's in the All-Star on the card. See, I think I would have preferred they match. Like if the card has the All-Star jersey, you would want the patch from the. I think. I don't know. What are your thoughts? That's how I would have liked to have seen it. Don't get me wrong though. I mean, it's gorgeous. Like that. Nothing wrong with that card whatsoever. That's huge. All right, last box of Series 2. We still have another box of SB Game Used and an SPX to do. As well as I've got got 2 more giveaways. Aubrey slagging some basketball player who's a lazy autoer. You know what? There's a lot of the younger hockey players that are pretty darn lazy on their autos too. It's literally just a little squiggle and that's it. And you listen to the old timers and they talk about it and they're like, you know, we were always taught, have pride in your autograph. This is what your fans are going to be collecting, remembering you by, blah, blah, blah. So that's kind of cool. Oh, you know what? Rock just made a good point. Let me just bring this card back. Rock, I may stand corrected. I don't know, but Rock's saying the shoulder patch with the Tampa Bay Lightning, that might be this. If that's the case, fully on board. I think it makes sense, and that's super cool. Good point, Rock. I never noticed that. All right, on to another box here of Series 2. Owen Tippett on the canvas. Tampa Bay Lightning. There's Kucherov again on tour. And we have a Stone. Oh, we got a silver outburst. Oh, it's not a young gun. Regular silver outburst of Max Domi. There we go. One for Toronto. Silver outburst, Max Domi. And behind that, we got a Logan Morrison young gun and a Jason Robertson playlist. Max Domi, of course, the hero in overtime the other night. Unsuspecting hero. And then Benoit also. Benoit is, if you caught his interview after he had scored the OT, it was actually quite classic. They asked him about it, and they said, you know, what's your biggest goal ever? And he's like, I don't know. I don't score many goals. So, you know, probably this one. And they asked him about, you know, other big goals. He goes, yeah, probably back in Pee Wee. So it was actually kind of comical. Okay, on tour there, St. Louis. Oh, looks like we've got another teammates. Hey, we got the Montreal, Lane Hudson and Logan Mailloux. So both teammates cards. We got the Philadelphia one with Michkov in the first box, and then this box we got Lane Hudson. So can we hit Celebrini on a teammates maybe? Pop count 1,000 of Michkov. Look at that sweet hit going out to Philly, doubling up. Got the Young Guns as well as a pop count 1,000. Beauty hit there. Congratulations to whoever's got Philly tonight. There's a nice hit. Jeez, what do we take down to put that up? I can only fit so many on my screen. Oh, maybe I can put it off to the side slightly. That's a big hit. We'll take that. All right, we got an Owen Power on a Dazzler and Lucas Raymond on the Young Guns renewed. Wasn't expecting that at all. Zach Dean. Our Young Gun is McGroarty. He's a guy to keep an eye on as well. He's in the top 10 Young Guns of this Series 2. Oh, got a Young Guns canvas. Krish Popov. We had a Callum Ritchie earlier, so Colorado getting 2 canvas Young Guns tonight so far. We got Tage Thompson on the Young Guns renewed. And we got a Calgary Flames on tour. Oh, another deluxe. This one is Morgan Frost. I think that's Morgan Frost. Yes, it is. Morgan Frost. And numbered 145 of 250. So our second deluxe of the night. First one was a checklist. We got a bang for your puck. Oh, and a Young Gun in there. Andre Lee. Oh, and a Michkov. Welcome aboard, all in one pack. A deluxe, a Young Gun, and a Michkov. Okay, here we go. We got a Austin Matthews canvas. Got a goal tonight so far. Got Pasternak there on the renewed. That one's one of my favorites. That bear in the back is just super cool. And we got a bang for your puck on to JT Miller. we got a Jet Luchenko clear cut Young Guns. Philly having a night. We got a Brandon Brisson and a Jack Hughes Electricity. Go with a Lindgren Speckle, Patrick Giles, and an Ovi. Should have one more Young Gun left. 2 packs. On the heater, Kucherov. Right in behind. There he is on that heater. And we got Aku Rati. There's our Young Gun that we were looking for. And Peter Mrazek on the Ooh La La. Last pack of this box. One's a Kopitar. There he is there too. Leon Draisaitl on the portraits. And a Nylander Electricity. That was one heck of a beauty box there. We got the clear cut Pop Count 1000 Michkov. We got a deluxe. What else we got? Oh yeah, we got the Lane Hudson. We got the clear cut Young Guns. And a Max Domi Silver Outburst. That was a beauty box. I think we should do SPX. Let's do SPX. Let's do another draw. Do another draw. This time, going with the Toronto Maple Leafs. Only one card, but it's a good one. It's a Matthew Knies marquee rookie from O-Pee-Chee. This is 23-24, so last year's O-Pee-Chee. That's his rookie card. And in pretty good shape, I must say. This is definitely in good shape. So we have a Matthew Knies marquee rookie. Just do the exclamation point join. No purchase necessary. Just got to be watching here live on YouTube to be entered into the draw. If Michael wins again, which is possible, we've had double winners before. We've never had a triple winner. Not suggesting we start tonight. Let's share the wealth a little, but if it happens, it happens. Okay, so we're giving away the Matthew Knies marquee rookie card, and then we're going to open up a box of SPX, and we'll close out with our last box here of SP Game Used. I do have one more giveaway after this one. So we've done Ottawa, we've done Winnipeg, we've done Toronto, which means we got some Edmonton cards coming up. That's our last giveaway of the night. So just give this a couple more seconds here for people that are late to the party joining in. If you are enjoying tonight's content, or you enjoy the content that I put out there for you, please do consider liking the video as well as subscribing. It does help with the YouTube algorithms, helps promote the channel. And I do appreciate your support, and the fact that we've got anywhere between 25 and 30 people watching live while the Stanley Cup playoffs is on makes me smile. Thank you very much for your dedication, because I don't know. I might have been half the man you guys are. I might have been watching the game. I do appreciate it. All right. Any stragglers? I'm going over to the button. All right, no more entries. Our winner is Dante. Congratulations, Dante, walking away with the Matthew Knies marquee rookie. All right. SPX. Like I said earlier in the break, this might be my favorite product of this year. I like it for the price point. I like the cards. I like the inserts. There's really not a lot to not like about this. There's potential for some pretty nice hits. They do have 3 cards per pack, so they changed the format of this one too, and I actually prefer the format better than when they had the 1 pack, and I can't remember how many cards were in it. Let's see, because here's last year's SPX. 1 pack, 5 cards. So it used to be 5 cards. Now you get 3 cards per pack, 8 packs. And I think they've done a much, much better job this year. And I will send out the base cards from SPX tonight. I normally wouldn't do that. It's not a high-end premium product, but tonight I'm sending them out. Like, look at those. That's a base card. That's gorgeous. Oh, that might be a parallel. That might be a gold parallel. We'll have to check that. Hang on. It's a silver parallel. No, I think that's just the normal. No, the normals are blue. So that is a, oh, and we got a Kachuk. So a Hollow View FX. And those, if I remember, were, that was a little bit harder odds to get one of those. The Hollow Views are definitely a little bit harder to get. I can't remember the exact odds, but there's a nice hit there for the Florida Panthers. There's your base card. And look at that card. They're slick. I like them. So that's your just plain base card. This one was a parallel. They call it a silver parallel, I guess, because of this, but it's got gold writing, a gold patch or gold logo, but it does say silver on the back. So I am sending these out tonight. I will send out all the base cards from SPX. Oops, bang the camera there. Sorry about that. There we go with a Bradley Nadeau rookie. Like the rookies, you know, sometimes you get a rookie card and you're like, oh, okay, it just looks all right. Like even some of the young guns, you know, the photo is just okay. The card's all right. These are sharp. Oh, what do we have here? Bound for Glory of Jack Hughes, numbered 176 of 199. And I like these because they've got a little portrait in the clear cut section. So those are cool looking. 176 and 199. And that's a blue parallel. Couple nice cards so far. Now they do have autos in the product. There are sticker autos and there are also on-card autos. So the better players have on-card autos and the lesser players have sticker autos. So another rookie there, Del Mastro. Ooh. This is one of the finite, which some people don't like them because it's just too big of an emblem, but I kind of like them. Anze Kopitar, that one is a short print there, not super short, sorry, 369 of 599, that's a bronze. And we got a Tavares base card. So we got a couple numbered cards so far and a Hollow View FX. I don't know if autos are guaranteed. I don't think they are. I think they're every other box is the odds. Another rookie there, Brindley. There's your regular finite card. So that was the bronze. This is the regular. And we have it, Jake Ottinger. So this one is numbered 945 of 999. They do have a gold one. I've seen a gold one. Goal from Willie. All right, Willie Styles. Gotta like that. Oh, we got a gold card coming up here. So we got a rookie, Toronto Maple Leafs, Rafai. Oh, we got a Tage Thompson gold. Buffalo Sabres. That's kind of cool. Oh, short print. 11 of 50. Grand finale. Oh, what is this? Well, Brent Burns. Grand finale. I am not familiar with that insert. I mean, it looked like a gold version of these. I guess they're just calling it grand finale. Nice hit for whoever has Buffalo. I know Aubrey's a huge Buffalo fan. If you've got Buffalo. What? Did we hit another one of those? Can't be all that rare if that's the case. Oh, and what's this? Oh, cool. Excellence Redefined. Dowdy and McCarr. So there's a left-right card. McCarr is on the right, so that'll go out to the Avalanche. That's kind of neat. This one's not numbered. Now I gotta go back to that Islanders card. Oh, see, okay, so this is a gold. Boy, those look really close in color. This has silver writing, and this one has gold writing. So this is gold on gold, and this is gold with silver. That is the difference. Cool, nonetheless. As I was saying, Aubrey's a huge Buffalo fan, so if you've got Buffalo and that's not a card that super excites you, you may want to reach out to Aubrey. You might be interested. We got a Braden Point. Oh, is this a game film? No, it's not a game film. It's a rookie. Hall of View FX rookie. Well, that's interesting. And it's Michkov. Holy cow. Philly just cleaning up tonight. Look at that. That's a gorgeous looking card. I love these. So maybe Hall of View FXs are not as rare as I thought. Maybe I'm thinking of another insert. Because we did get 2 Holo FXs in one box. But the Michkov. We still got one more pack. What a box. We got Bischel. Bound for Glory. That looks like Brock Faber. Yep, Brock Faber. And the Kevin Fiala. So no auto, but hard to complain when you get a Michkov rookie card. And these are just nice. They're nice. And I think these will come way down in price. Like, check your local hobby shops, guys, because I can't say enough about these. These are you know what? These might even be nice. They're nicer cards than last year's Allure. I did like the gold doubloons. I did like the inserts from last year's Allure. The base cards were also quite nice. I like these better. Man, that's unreal. I'll leave that Michkov right there for now. Congrats to whoever has Philly. My goodness. Getting a mitt full of Michkovs. Okay, we got one more box here, but before we do that, we do have a giveaway. Our last giveaway of the night. Let me just reset this draw. And as promised, they're all revolving around our Canadian teams, and I think you're going to like this one. Even if you're not an Edmonton Oilers fan, I think you'll like this. Giving away a set of Connor McDavid, Erie Otters, Young Stars cards. These were from, I think it was Leaf that put these out in, I want to say 2014. Let me see if I can read that or not. Yep, 2014. So in the game, and Leaf teamed up with CHL, and they produced a 3-card set for Connor McDavid, and you're looking at it. So there's the complete set. All you do is exclamation point join. No purchase necessary. Just got to be watching here live on YouTube. If you win and you're not in tonight's break, I will still mail this to you at no charge whatsoever. Casey says throwing them in the trash. No, you're not, Casey. You'll give them away to somebody that will appreciate. Casey's a hardcore Calgary Flames fan. And even as a hardcore Calgary Flames fan, Casey, deep down inside, you must appreciate the talent of this man. You don't have to like him, but his talent is unparalleled. And for those of you that haven't seen or caught on, if you do the emojis, any emojis, they actually show up on the screen. So try it out. Throw some emojis up there. You'll see them popping around all over the screen. They bounce all over the place. Kind of fun. I'll give that just a couple more seconds here for people to join. Got 28, 30. It's bouncing between 28 and 30 people watching here live. And so far, we've got 21 entries, which means some of you don't want these cards, which is totally fine if you don't want them. Maybe you're not an Edmonton Oilers fan. Or maybe you're shy. You don't want to have your name up into the chat. That's totally cool too. But if you're just joining now and you're not sure what I'm talking about, all you got to do is put !join into chat, and you are eligible to win these 3 cards at no cost to you whatsoever. Yeah, I'm not sure that he's gone so far as to have a McDavid jersey in his closet, but possibly. All right, we'll give that 10 more seconds. All right, no more entries. Our winner is Ben Fluke. Congratulations to Ben. First time breaker with us. So Ben getting a little bit of first time luck. Walking away with a set of Connor McDavid cards. There you go. Got that stickered up for you. And our last box here, just before we do our last box, let me introduce you to what's going to be happening at our next break. So I am on vacation starting this Saturday. I'm actually headed to Alaska. Don't ask me why. It's the wrong time of year to be going there. But nonetheless, I'm going to Alaska. I will not be here next Thursday, so there will be no break next Thursday. The break will be the week after. Now, the week after, we are doing a 6-box break, and I think you're going to like this. So we got the brand new 23-24 Ultimate. That's coming out this Wednesday. This is, of course, a Bedard year, and Ultimate, if you're not familiar with their cards, they are absolutely gorgeous. So Ultimate makes some beautiful cards. I'd say they, on par with some of the Cup cards, on par with some of the Premier cards. So Ultimate, Premier, Stature, and the Cup, those are probably the top ones for me. I would say, the Cup Premier and Ultimate have some very similar looking insert type cards. I'm really excited about that product coming up. Going with 24-25 Artifacts, always a good product. We got 23-24 Premier. You've seen some of that so far in this year's breaks. Excellent product. It is a bit of a hit or miss product if you're going to get something good or not, but the cards are absolutely stunning. I managed to find some more 23-24 Allure, so I've been talking about how great Allure was for us. I got some of that, so we're breaking that. We got 24-25 Series 1, looking for that Lane Hudson Young Gun. And we got some 23-24 Credentials. Again, another Bedard year looking for his debut access tickets. So quite the break. I will have that on sale. It's not on the website yet. I'll have that up later tonight. And I'll probably put it on sale for a couple of days, maybe $5 off a spot. But we got 6 boxes, again, for $50 a spot, or $45 if there's 3 or more. This will be not this coming Thursday. It'll be a week after. So 2 weeks from today, it'll be on Thursday, May 15th. So hopefully you guys are excited about that one. I know I am. I think it's going to be, those are some nice boxes. I like what I put together. I hope you do. I guess we'll find out. Last box of tonight's break. SP Game Used. So far, been really good product. Been liking what we've hit so far. I was fortunate enough at the expo to find some wax. I bought way more than I intended to. But it's stuff I wasn't able to find here at my local hobby shops, or I found it at a price that made sense, one of the two. Alright, so we have our, trying to get that out so I don't wreck any corners. There very careful here. There we go. So there is our base cards. Let's get this covered up a little bit. Okay, we got a Sebastian Aho base. It's just me, or has Aho been showing up a lot tonight? I've seen him in quite a few cards tonight. And we got a Robert Thomas base. Our new grooves. So we got a rookie new grooves. Makamadulin. Man, who takes these pictures? Look at this. You think somebody at Upper Deck has to look at those, right, and approve them? We got an Alex Tuck. That one's the red base parallel. We got a Thomas Novak, 125 of 149. Oh, Stormy. What's a Stormy? It's a jersey. Stormy the the mascot. All right, we got a jersey from Stormy the mascot. All right, that's interesting. And it is used. It's a game used mascot jersey. All right, that's interesting. Okay. We have, what's goaltender? We got a Shesterkin. It's a red parallel Shesterkin from his All-Star game. I got 2 more cards left. This one is, got authentic rookies. Jack Thompson, number 3 of 26. So does that go to the jersey number? Must, right? Is he 26? I think he's 26. Yeah, he is. So it looks like they number it to the jersey number. Number 3 of 26, authentic rookies for the San Jose Sharks. And it's a rainbow. I don't really see the rainbow on camera here. Oh yeah, I guess I can see it. See a bit of a shimmer there. A little oily color to it. That's kind of neat. And our last card of the night, folks, it is a thick one. Can we get a draft day marks? We haven't hit one yet. We've got 3 boxes, no draft day marks, or no net cords either. Maybe it could be a net cord, although it doesn't. I don't think it's thick enough for a net cord. Oh, I think it is a draft day mark. It is. It's a draft day mark. Oh no. Oh my goodness. I saw the number 1 pick and I was like, holy cow. Boys, girls, we just hit a 3 of 35 Macklin Celebrini autograph draft day pick. Draft mark. Holy smokes. What a break tonight. All the Michkovs, all the beauty hits, and we finish it off with this. I'm speechless. I'm also wondering if I should have opened the other box and kept this one for myself. My goodness. I've got one sitting on the shelf that's for me, and I'm like, I did an eeny, meeny, miny, mo right before tonight's break. Oh, congratulations to whoever got this. This is awesome. Good for you. I'm just going to put this down real quick, grab a sleeve. I don't know who's got San Jose, but congratulations, man. That's outstanding. That was worth missing the first period and a half of a hockey game for. I'm stunned. Whoever has this card, we're going to have to talk about how to get this to you. The value on this is just way too much to put in Canada Post. I'm thinking I might pure later it with some insurance or something. Like we gotta make sure you get this card intact. I'll pack that up as best as I can. On a real hit there for whoever has the Sharks. Congratulations to whoever it is. All right, folks. Well, that's it for tonight's break in terms of product. If you've enjoyed everything here tonight, please give the video a thumbs up and a subscribe. John Nason, I will be in touch with you by email. We'll figure out how we can get this card to you. because I don't even want to think to put a value on it. I know how much Bedard's was when those were out. Celebrini will be a little less, but my goodness, that's still a one heck of a hit. Yeah, I might have to get a plane ticket to hand deliver it to you. Actually, depending on where you live, I might be able to hand deliver it, but it depends on how far away you are from where I live. All right, so like I said, if you did enjoy tonight's content, do consider the thumbs up as well as the subscribe. We will not have a break next week. I do remind everybody there is no break next week. There is, however, a break the following week. We're doing one box of the brand new Ultimate coming out this Wednesday. We got 24-25 Artifacts, 23-24 Premier, 23-24 Allure. We got 23-24 Credentials, lots of 23-24 here, so lots of Bedard potential. And then we got Series 1 from this year, which is Lane Hudson. I hope to see all of you in that upcoming break. I will get it up on the website a little bit later tonight, possibly during the intermission between the second and third period. And I do appreciate all of your support. That said, take care of yourselves, and we'll see you in a couple weeks.
Welcome to the channel, we keeping it sane. Hockey cards, backs, and the hits in the night. We breaking them open, see what's inside. Big money moves, let's take this ride. Big hits on the ice, big hits in the pack. Stacking up the cards, no looking back. Recollections, watch the value rise. Money in the game, see the future in our eyes. Hockey on the ice, cards in my hand. Breaks going down, yeah, that's the plan. Big hits, big stacks, we going all in. Hit that subscribe, let the journey begin. From the wake to the breaks, we bringing the heat. Packs full of fire, no way to defeat. Money in collection, we stack them up right. Welcome to the channel, let's make it ignite.